My name is Mrs. Faith Gakanje. I represent the African Women Empowerment Forum in the UK, and I'm a community development worker. We advocate on women issues. We look at refugees and migrants, particularly asylum seekers who are negatively viewed by the society. We challenge social policy that we found in place of us that are not in favor of us as black women. We actually look at the work in terms of development, looking at how we can develop ourselves within the education infrastructure. We also look at how us migrants, women and our children can actually be integrated positively. So we are there, we do things in the UK and in Nottingham particularly. I was more inspired by my circumstances really. When I came to the UK as an asylum seeker, as a woman, I was labelled at Gatwick. Then I was called an asylum seeker. And that really worried me to say, okay, this label, how far am I going to go with it? So because of the also social policy that was affecting me as a woman, and the way we used to report to the detention centers, the way we used to report to the Loughborough reporting center, the enforcement that comes with that really affected me, and it actually prompted me to set up something. And moreover, when I was looking into the system of the UK, there was no ready-made infrastructure to welcome us as women, and we wanted to see how we can build together as a nation. Being black seems to be a big issue in the white society. I really want to challenge this, that racism has been a very big issue, and having no status as a refugee is also a big issue. So all together, and moreover as a woman as well, where I come from, women are viewed as a commodity that is nothing really. And when I came to this country, I thought things have changed. People were going to treat us fairly so that we get to be empowered. But it wasn't like that. So that only really triggered my body, and I responded to that. I think we also need to start getting involved within the formation of the policies that benefits us, and to start to discuss at par with whoever is involved within that, so that the outcome is what we also expect. My greatest achievement that I've achieved in the past is when I was granted leave to remain within the UK 2010. I then started to work to look at where are the jobs. There were no jobs ready for us. So I inspired a group of women who were actually granted by the RAIN Foundation, and it was 5 of us. We entered the competition, and I also supported these women. We then got the money through the RAIN Foundation to set up our social enterprise. And that really has made me to feel very positive, because we have now 5 businesses from a refugee perspective supported by the RAIN Foundation. So that is my greatest achievement. And supporting women and getting positive outcomes, like when they are granted leave to remain, when they get their children out of detention centers, through my campaigns that I also initiated. That is the greatest achievement, and I would like to see this going on, women getting empowered, women getting education, and that is where my heart is. My core is I would want to see the young people getting involved within the community work, and also to help them to understand the cultures of us that we bring. The languages help us to shape our identity really. I would also want to see these children also getting enough that is in terms of resources, so that they are also capacity built to motivate them to do things. So my core is to invite them to join the community work and be able to participate like everyone else.